Benda yang dia describe ni is where dia attack, tak ada warning sign, tak ada simptom apa pun, kena pagi, malam mati. Kalau jadi pun, logik ke dia start kat Malaysia je dulu. What's the likeliness dia start kat Malaysia tempat lain tak ada. So likeliness tempat lain pun ada kan. You're saying that other government semua cover up benda macam ni. Where people kena something, mati malam. Tak ada warning. People just drop dead. And in the meanwhile, you can spread. Gila, this takes the game to a whole new level. It simply means the eradication and annihilation of the entire human race. This is not a joking matter. This will be a world emergency. Faham tak? All flights inbound and outbound will be locked. It becomes a super MCO. Tak boleh keluar rumah pun. Keluar rumah, army tembak kepala. It will be martial law. Faham tak? Pasal orang kena pagi mati malam, tak sempat cure. So therefore, pakai mask pergi mana-mana. To me, crap. Nombor 1. Nombor 2. Kalau dia punya kawan tu semua tu, 17 doktor. And they know this. Maknanya daripada bincang, discuss. They are duty bound to let KKM know. They are duty bound to let the government know. And kalau government know, tak keluarkan berita lah ni, tergempar untuk semua orang duduk dalam rumah. You think this government can afford? Kalau people, rakyat just drop dead, we lose just 10% rakyat, semua mati semua. Boleh? Tak logik lah. Totally tak logik. Tapi cuma I don't want to be arrogant to say that voice note kencing. That will be taking a position as though I know better than everybody. And I betul semua orang salah. No, I do that, I'm pissing off the man upstairs. Because he can make me wrong, dan benar jadi betul. So, because pasal kita orang Islam, kita jangan 100% sure. 99 tak apa, jangan 100% sure. Jadi, I thank him first. Mungkin dia pun bukan niat nak tipu. Mungkin dia sendiri telah tertipu. Dan dia share out of genuine concern. Jadi, secara polite, I thank him first. Then, untuk orang yang paranoid, berjaga-jaga pilih. Maintain social distance ke apa pun. Okay, patutnya benda tu dah super MCO dah. Bukan macam tu saja. So, tunggu je lah. I mean, dia kata macam tu, this will materialize. Kalau betul lah, next week dah teruk dah. Memang dah teruk dah. Next week kita dah super MCO. Semua work from home forever dah. Okay, so, itu je lah I nak add. Tapi I'm telling you, benda macam voice note dia punya voice note tu dah forwarded many times tau. Means dah berjuta orang dapat dah. I tell you, the pandemonium and panic it will create. It mustahil that budak-budak SMBP may not even get it. Tak dapat daripada grup-grup lain tau. Tapi kalau siapa-siapa dapat grup lain, then my voice note maybe dia patut dapat. I tak mau bagi kat orang voice note dia tu bagi dengan I punya voice note, because orang mungkin tak dengar apa pun, tak sepasal pergi kejut dia buat apa. Tapi kalau siapa dah dapat, then my voice note will be relevant to insert some rationale and logic dalam kepala orang. Kalau tidak, orang menggelabah, and I tell you, the damage to the country will be worse than that COVID. Itu je lah I'm worried tau. Because kita punya country dah teruk. Kita punya hutang negara dah teruk. Kalau benda ni jadi lagi, mampus kita terseput. Tak boleh recover sampai bila lah.
If I may add some more logic to this argument, in epidemiology, which is the study of the spread of disease, they are not so concerned about fatal diseases that kill you immediately. Because things like Ebola and whatever, you will die before you have a chance to spread it to other people. So when there's an outbreak of a fatal disease that will kill you very quickly, the outbreak will very quickly collapse. In epidemiology, what they are more concerned about are fatal diseases that don't kill you immediately, but have a long gestation period where you're asymptomatic, you don't realize you are ill, but you can pass on disease to other people in the meantime. Okay, so the disease will spread far and wide, and eventually people will die. But for a long time, they don't know that they are even infected. They don't know that they are infectious, can infect other people. And what do you call it? And that's how the disease spread to the majority of the population. So for a fast-acting infection or disease that kills people within 12 hours, 24 hours, there's nothing much you can do in terms of treatment, because kalau pagi get infected, malam dah mati, what can you do if you don't realize you've been ill, and if you jumpa doctor pun, there's nothing much they can do. At the same time, the disease will collapse. It will automatically collapse because people will die before they have a chance to spread it to other people. So either way, the best thing to do is not panic and just listen for official news and let the experts guide us, okay? They have a better chance of giving us good advice than people who remain anonymous, don't give their name. And although, I'm not doubting their sincerity, but if there's no responsibility and accountability, then it's just kabar angin lah, as far as I'm concerned.
If I may further add on to what you just said, in a nutshell, what you're saying is that if the disease is fast-acting, it brings you to a terminal stage and you die within 24 hours. Maknanya, your ability to infect others is also during that 24 hours too. If you're asymptomatic, you're not aware, and if you don't move around much, the spread will not be so critical because you are not really spreading because you are going to die very soon. That's what you're saying. So now what I want to add on is that in establishing whether all these voice notes that fly around, the authenticity of it is also to check for consistency. So what I also realized from that voice note that went around, when at the start they say that you kalau umur 70 tahun ke atas, 70 years or more, they don't have beds for you anymore. Dah tak ada katil dah. So what he's saying is that the hospital punya facilities are overwhelmed because ramai sakit dah ada bed, dah perlu bed dah. Now kalau perlu bed, maknanya patient sakit berhari-hari lah, kena bermalam semua tu kalau dah perlu bed. Tapi towards the end, dia cerita dah, lah ni kena pagi malam mati, masuk datang saja dah body bag dah. So datang body bag, you don't put the body bag on the beds, do you? And kalau dia tak tahu apa, by the time body masuk dah jadi body bag, then they don't need hospital beds. So therefore, siapa yang kat hospital bed tu? So decide now. People being hospitalized to the extent that the hospital is overwhelmed, and after a certain time, they die, but infection goes around because they live that long. Ataupun this killer disease, whatever you call it, COVID ke apa ke, is so instant that it kills you within 12 hours, kena pagi malam mati, in which case hospital punya facility should not be overwhelmed. It just goes straight to the morgue. So decide, kalau you nak spread this kind of voice note pun, you have to be credible and you got to be logic. Because with voice notes, people can replay and replay and replay, and people can see how you contradict yourself from the start up to the end. If whatever your narration is contradictory, then it destroys your credence, and orang just rubbish it as merepek, as temberang. That is my final input to that voice note.
So if you have any interesting ideas that can help build a better Malaysia, please put them in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe. The subscription is free, you don't have to pay money. And we don't, YouTube doesn't give us your information. So there's no list of subscribers. I just know the number of subscribers, but no information about who the subscribers are. And We are not monetized, so there's no advertisements. When you click on our videos, you straight away watch our videos. You don't have to see annoying ads. Anyway, now please subscribe if you haven't done so, and please share our videos far and wide. Terima kasih. Wassalam.
anything in this video resonated with you, be sure to like it, share it with your friends, leave a comment. And as always, don't forget to subscribe.